Samantha from Scrapmasters Paradise, and I have been meaning to do a Sunday scoop for a while because I've been just going through this really mojo-less, no crafty mojo at all time, and there's a lot of things that are involved in this. I try to be really honest and open with you guys about what's going on. You know, you guys were there with me when I decided not to go to med school. You were there with me when we got married and when we moved recently. So I really feel like I want to be open and honest with you guys, but at the same time I don't want to burden you guys with anything super negative. I really want Scrapmasters Paradise to be a place of happiness and inspiration, so when bad things happen, I really don't like to dwell on them very much or bring much attention to them. And with that said, you know, nothing going on right now is super, dramatic or super negative, but I just didn't want to bring that negativity and the mojo-less topic up front. But I feel like this is something that a lot of us struggle with from time to time, so I wanted to go ahead and bring it up even though it is slightly negative. So first, before we get to that, I want to show you guys my t-shirt. I'm going to have a little review of this t-shirt over on the blog as a separate post from the Sunday Scoop and the giveaway and all that. So it's just a super cute t-shirt that I designed, and I'm doing a review for it, and I'll show it up close. The shirt is a little bit wrinkled because it's just been sitting on my desk for like 2 weeks, but I just love the shirt. I think it's super cute, and I will have a printable so you guys can print this out if you guys want to make a shirt, and the link to all the stuff is over on the blog, so be sure to check that out. I just thought it was really cute. This is the large size, and I probably should have gotten a medium. It's pretty big, but I've been losing weight and I wasn't sure which size would fit. I love how the colors came out super bright, and the shirt's really nice. It feels soft. It's a little bit thin, like you can see my straps through it, but that doesn't really bother me. In like the summertime, this shirt's going to be perfect because it's going to be breathable and wearable and not too heavy. So I just really like it. I think it came out really cute. The only thing that I noticed is some of the teal letters, like right here, got a little bit fuzzy around the tops, but you can still make them out and you can't really notice unless you're super duper close. So that's the only weird thing about it, but I love it. I'll probably wear this on a lot of videos coming up just because I think it's super cute and I designed it, so I feel really special being able to design my own shirt, and I love it. And it's so true, stamps are a girl's best friend. So I hope you guys like the t-shirt. So let's talk about mojo. So this is just something that comes and goes for a lot of us, and even throughout the years, I've had pretty good mojo. I've had a lot of creative juices, I have a lot of ideas, and I usually have enough time that I can execute at least some of my ideas. Well, lately, it seems like since we moved here, my mojo has just gotten worse and worse and worse. When we first moved, I was super excited to be back in with all my scrapbook stuff, and I scrapbooked for a while, and then it just hit me really, really recently where I got nothing. I just have absolutely no mojo. Like even coming in here and sitting at my desk, I have trouble coming up with anything. And this is just so unlike anything I've gone through. I've been blogging for over 5 years and I've always had this creative flow and this creative energy, and now it's just like completely gone. It's been really challenging to even be in the scrapbook room right now because the feelings are just not there. And it's not to say that I don't love scrapbooking or card making, because I love those things and I still think about them a lot. It's just not with all the ideas just bouncing around in my head. Usually is like, when I'm thinking about scrapbooking, usually I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to do this technique or this project, or I'm bouncing ideas around on how to make a card. So even when I sit down at my scrapbook desk, my brain's just full of ideas. That's not the case now. It's just like I sit down and I was like, I really should make something, but I got nothing. And the usual techniques for getting some mojo back are just not working for me. You know, I check some forums, I check challenges, I look at sketches, and nothing's happening. And so I just wanted to address this with you guys because I haven't been posting a lot of projects. I did post a little bit of a life update maybe 2 weeks back, and I just, you know, mentioned some stuff in passing. Well, I want to bring that to the forefront now because it's still the same. The first thing is I have a major case of baby fever. I am ready to start our family. This is something I have hinted at so many times to you guys. I just cannot wait to be a mom. That's my #1 goal. You know, as far as like my list of priorities, I want to be a great wife and a great mother, and then I want to be a great scrapbooker and business owner. You know, even like when I was in college, I didn't anticipate being a scrapbook business owner. I actually anticipated being a doctor, and you know, life changes, but I always knew I wanted to be a mother. And my husband and I have been together since we were 17. So when we were 17 and young, we, you know, we thought, oh yeah, in our 20s or 30s or whatever. Well, now it's got to happen soon. Like, I am going crazy. Just, I feel like time is running out, and I know I'm still in my mid-20s, so it's kind of silly to feel like that. But with all my migraine stuff that has happened, we found out that I have a really odd-shaped uterus, and so that's just been on my mind for the last few years, that I have this weird shaped uterus and I'm going to be high-risk pregnancy, so I don't want to push it out any longer than I have to. We're young, we've got our finances in order, we've got the house, everything is going according to our ideal plan, and so next year is when we're going to try to start our family. I'm really worried about the high risk thing, and I've got an ultrasound next week because they're going to actually diagnose my uterus and find out exactly what's wrong. I had an ultrasound done a while back, and they kind of think they know what's going on, but they're going to get a better ultrasound and diagnose exactly what's going on, so we know what we're getting ourselves into before we start trying to have a family. And it's definitely going to be, no matter what the case is with my uterus, we're definitely going to be in the high risk category because of this. And so it's just nerve-wracking, first of all, not knowing this whole time, but now I'm going to find out exactly what we're facing, and it's pretty scary. So all this baby talk and uterus talk and all this stuff has really taken up a lot of my thought time, where, you know, before I'd be thinking about cards and projects and stamps and designs, now I'm thinking about babies and uteruses and getting healthier and eating right and all the stuff that goes along with trying to have the best pregnancy possible and have the healthiest baby possible. So that's really where my mind is at. It's just like all the time. So it's not necessarily like a really negative thing. It's actually one of the most positive things so far in my life. I can't wait. So that's where my mind's at. It also is a little bit negative because I'm going to be high risk. There might be some bed rest involved. I was a nanny for a while, so I know how involved and time-consuming it is to be there and take care of your children. I plan on being a stay-at-home / work-at-home mom, and I just know that things are going to have to radically change for me. And that's the part that I think is negative, because I worked so hard to build this wonderful business and this wonderful community, and I love you guys so much, and I don't want to lose any of that, but I know things are going to have to change. So for one thing, I'm going to scale back the store, and I've already been doing this. We've gotten rid of all the loose 12 by 12 papers, and it's a purely business time-consuming decision. It takes so much time to pack those loose 12 by 12 orders. I can't even explain to you guys, going through all the 12 by 12s and picking the loose 12 by 12s, and the profit margin on things like that is just so small, and the time payoff is just too high. So we got rid of all the 12 by 12s. I'm going to be going back to basics. We're going to have stamps, we're going to have flair, buttons, and that's pretty much it. I'll have other items from time to time as I place orders and have special discounts and stuff for you guys, but basically it's going to be a stamp company, and that is it. I don't exactly know where the video cut off, but I ran out of space on the camera, so I'm doing another take. So that's been part of my funk right now, is you know, designing with these products that I'm not going to be selling for much longer, and really having to change my attitude about the way I design and the way I work from day to day, because right now it seems like I'm packing orders all the time and really concentrating on the business side of things and not so much on the creating side of things. And it's really just bogged me down. It takes up so much of my time, and don't get me wrong, I love all the orders, I love the support, I love you guys so much, but it's just such a time-consuming endeavor, and I've got to open up some time. You know, I want to be a mom first and foremost, so something's got to give. And it's kind of like I've been in mourning of all of this work that I've put into this business, and I'm going to have to scale it back so much. It's a mindset shift, and it's going to be different, and I'm going to love it. I'm going to be so excited to be a mom finally, but it just changes the way everything's going to go. So with that said, we're also going to be scaling back our releases, especially like the last few months. Our releases have been just ginormous releases, and I just can't keep up with that pace. I've been feeling pretty bogged down the last 6 months with just release after release after release, and I haven't even had the time to use all the products, not even close to all the products that we've released. And so I really want to get back into our smaller releases. We're really just going back to basics here. We're going with smaller releases. We're going to go back to our basic products. I'm not going to be expanding as much as I had originally anticipated. For 2014, I'm going back to simplicity and more of a scrapbook, whatever I want type of mentality. I feel like I've trapped myself in, and I know that sounds so silly, but a lot of my design team friends actually have related to this feeling of when you're doing scrapbooking for work and for design teams and for pay, it changes the way that you're thinking about the scrapbooking. No longer is it just fun, I'm going to make whatever I want whenever I want. It is more of, oh, I have this product to use, I should design a project around this product, and it becomes work. And it's just, I mean, everybody told me it's going to be work, it's not going to be as fun, and I didn't believe them. And for the first 3 years, it wasn't that way for me, but this last year I've really focused on the business and trying to grow the business, and it's become work. Everybody was right, it's work. So even if I'm designing a card and it's fun and I'm enjoying it, it's still considered work. It's not the same enjoyment as I used to get out of it. It's just become more work and less fun. So I'm really changing that this year. So I'm going to be using a lot more products that we don't carry, since I'm only going to be really carrying stamps and a couple of other items. And it's going to be fun. I'll try to give you guys links to products when I can, but I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to even be able to find links to things, because I've got a whole scrap room of stuff still that I need to use. So that's really where my mind's at and what's coming in 2014. Hopefully there will be a little baby along the line somewhere, and I couldn't be more excited, but at the same time I'm a little bit sad too. But I know it's just going to be a great change. It's for the better. And I wanted to let you guys know kind of what's going on. Bobber's making a lot of noise. He likes when I sit here and talk, I guess. Maybe next Sunday or the Sunday after, I'm going to talk to you guys about my New Year's resolutions. And it's going to involve some of the stuff that I've already talked about today, but it's going to be more detailed and let you guys know what you can expect for 2014. So I'm really excited about that. I hope this video wasn't too much information for you guys, because I hesitated even mentioning some of the stuff about wanting to start a family, but it's something that's been on my mind, so I really just have to tell you guys. I just can't keep it a secret. Alright, so for our giveaway this week, I've got 2 stamp sets here. I've got the All Zipped Up stamp set and the Totally Awesome stamp set. Both of these are retired stamp sets. I think they're still in the store. One winner is going to win both of these. You need to make sure you're either a YouTube subscriber or a blog subscriber, and you can subscribe to the blog via email or Bloglovin', and you just hit subscribe on YouTube, and just leave me a comment either on the YouTube channel or the blog post, link down there to the blog post, and you'll be entered to win. You can have a maximum of 2 entries for this one over on YouTube and one over on the blog, so that's 2 entries. I'll pick the winner for next Sunday and let you guys know. And you know, sometimes I don't do these Sunday videos, I just have the blog post, so make sure you're checking the blog on Sunday if you're one of the YouTube subscribers. Sometimes you're going to miss giveaways and stuff because I just don't always film a video. I'm trying to be better about that, but it's been pretty busy with packing orders and stuff lately, and I just haven't had the energy to go make more videos. Be sure to subscribe and like us and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.